Hello guys, this tutorial is a follow-up tutorial to our Cardano Node installation. In this tutorial we are getting our configuration files. So let's get into it. To start this, we are copying the 4 marked lines. We are on the mainnet, so we are copying the commands of the mainnet. We can just copy them and paste them in the console. What I did is I made myself a nodes folder, and I'm copying those files into the nodes folder. You do not need to do it, but I recommend it. So now that the command is done, we are just listing the contents of our folder. Nice, we see that we have our 4 files: the mainnet Byron Genesis JSON, the mainnet config JSON, the mainnet Shelly JSON, and the mainnet topology JSON. We only need to configure 2 files that are the mainnet config JSON and the mainnet topology JSON. So let's get into the mainnet config JSON. We're using the nano editor and we open the mainnet config JSON. So in here we have to do a few adjustments. First off, we're changing the trace block fetch decision from false to true. Then we check that trace chain database is true. We also check that trace forge is true, trace mempool is true, and we are changing view mode from simple view to live view. So now, why are we doing those changes? Changing from simple to live view is recommended in order for you to have a better overview on the stats of your node. And the part where we changed those 4 commands to true is also necessary, because if those 4 commands are true, you're able to see with whom your node is talking. You're able to access the peer list. It makes more sense when you actually have the node up and running. But just trust me on this and change it. So after changing it, we can just save it and exit. So next up, we open the mainnet topology file. This file is important because in this file you're telling your node with whom he is communicating. The address is the address of the node you're talking to. It can be an IP address or just a domain name. The port is the port on what the recipient with whom you communicate is listening to. And valency indicates if the address you're trying to connect to has more than one relay node or not. If, for example, the valency value is 1, that just means the recipient with whom you're communicating has exactly 1 relay node. If you have a valency of 2, that means there are more than 1 relay nodes with whom your node is trying to talk. So yeah. Oh, and when you try to add new relay nodes to your topology, you can just copy the curly brackets, insert them again, separate the 2 of them with a comma, and you just adjust the address, port, and valency depending on to whom or what you want to connect. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Usually people give you the content of the bracket, so you can just copy and paste it inside. Well, yeah, now after that is done, we just save the nano file and we can leave. So we are done for this tutorial. We configured the JSON files. So if you still have any questions left, you can just ask them in the comment section. Thanks and bye.